Welcome back to Cities Skylines with SleeplessRonin. As you can see, I've got my tram up and running. So I thought we'd just take a nice little spin around in it before actually going on to actually dealing with anything in the game. Just a nice leisurely tram ride through mostly open country right now because I haven't finished building out the area. We're finally coming into some of the city proper. Well, that completes our first tram circuit around the area of the city where the tram is currently circulating. There are two trams, one going clockwise, one going counterclockwise. And this is the city area as it stands right now. We've got the long stretch along the riverbank, a complex and large apartment complex made of multiple buildings all stuck together. Some Australian-style row houses, other apartment complexes, parking lots, elementary school, very large hospital, more parking areas, and I forgot to do this again. Yerp. Actually, let's take a look at the city area at night. It might be fun just to see what it'll look like all lit up. The nice statue out there and a couple of the parks behind the row houses. A parking lot area and parking garage near the apartment complexes and the large Parado building. If you're wondering about why this walkway looks so weird right here to go around the roundabout, it's because I didn't want it to interfere with the highway signs when I actually turn this into 3-lane highway to give even more traffic flow right here. So I had to make the pedestrian walkways go behind them, which means it's kind of an odd shape. But it works anyways. I think it looks really nice, all lit up. Anything like that. Nice little shot of the Cities Skylines. You can see some other cities, areas, and highways in the background. Nicely lit up sluiceways. I think those are called sluiceways. I really need to get this rail section completed, but that'll take a long time. But I could open up a couple of the things and just make short go-betweens, a short route for trains. Oh yes, I did plop down a disaster response unit over here. That seemed like a good area to do that. Wow, inner city travelers love this three-way station right here. I'm constantly having traffic leave this place, and I haven't done anything to invite them really in. It's just pretty awesome. Yeah, I have this one on as well, but it's not really receiving any traffic. That one over there is receiving all the traffic. Okay, let's get back to building. So I'm going to set my light to roughly noon. It makes it a lot easier in my opinion. I'm thinking I want to get a high school up in here, which means I need to smooth this area out. Just so there's 2 schools in this area to service all these people. There's a lot of citizens in this area. Because a lot of these are very dense. 60 households, 18 households, 28 households, 15, 55, 12, 1. It's a little bit of lower density to offset it. Just because I like the way it looks. The denser apartment complexes with the lighter row houses right there along this tiny little alleyway I put in. If you'll notice, I really don't allow cars to park on the side of my roads. I think it looks tacky, especially when I have all these wonderful parking areas for them to park in. It looks so much better when they're actually obeying and parking there. Okay. I'll probably be quiet for a while and just do some building work. Starting with the high school, because that's an area of education that is definitely needed. I never like to have my brush strength too strong when I'm doing this stuff. It always seems to get goofy if I do. Oh, I meant to do that. Smooth this out. So we're gonna have a high school. It needs to be in a flat playing area. Otherwise, things will get really stupid really fast. And I don't mind if I have some cliff sides. They actually kind of look cool. Especially near where the trees are, a little bit more cliff-sided. It's not a bad parking lot, but I want a zonable parking lot. So I'm going to... There we go. I'm looking for these right here. Perfecto. Once we get more of this stuff laid out, we'll actually put the parking lot strips in there like I've done all the rest of them. Those are decals or buildings or whatever you have to lay over top. It's always a bit of an interesting job to do that. Let's go take a look at the high schools we've got, though. I've already used this one. Don't want to use the same one again. What the hell? Huh. That one's pretty cool. It just doesn't seem cool enough right now. that's a interesting library. Doing this is a large offset, because I'm going to set up some other... It's a high school. A lot of high schools need. A football stadium. Yes, we're going to put in a high school football stadium once I smush some more of the land over there. They still have those unfortunate wrinkles in the road right there. On both ends. Traffic doesn't seem to mind, they're just kind of ugly. So as long as the traffic doesn't mind, I guess I don't care either. Well, fine, it's the Central High School. It's not what I was going to name it. It's a little bit large to go right there. Let's see, that one's the Northwest High School. And it's like over there, or over there. What should I call this, the Southeast one? I mean, I'm going to run out of combinations soon enough. I really wish I could call this the Central High School. I really do, if I had the words for it. Maybe I'll go look some words up or letters up on stuff in a little while. For now, we've got our high school. We've got our high school sports area. Looking good. Of course, those trees are too darn close. I think I've said before, there's so many trees on this map that I don't even care if I just go boom and delete some. You gone. Get out of my way. A few less trees is probably not a bad thing. So now I got a big old parking lot, the high school area. I think we should fit something in right here that seems kind of like high school related as well. But here's the real question. I mean, I could stick a library in if there's not a terribly awful sized library. That Korean style academy, that doesn't fit. I've already got the Jazz Age Public Library. I don't think I need another library in this area right now, so I'm not sure what to look for. Portable classroom. What kind of student is this? That's elementary. That's not what I need. I'll think of something to fill in right there. There's got to be something that'll fit. A police department, yeah. All those awful children. Maybe some sort of park will fit nicely. I could put a community garden in, you know, if they have like a 4-H club. If you're like, you know, 4-H club could attend that, or could deal with that part. Oh, hang on, I have an idea. What do I have for tennis stuff? High school has tennis teams often. Mine did, at least. No, I could fit that in right there instead of the 4-H thing. Let's go with some tennis. There we go. We got room for the high school tennis team. Not saying 4-H wouldn't be good also. I'm just saying tennis. Tennis is cool. I like tennis. Really gonna miss the fact that we're not getting any tennis this year. Oh, hey! I haven't noticed Sims playing tennis before. Oh, that's just too cool. Okay, he's back at the baseline. He's getting ready to serve. Would have. Okay, wow. Oh, you can actually see the ball. Ha! It's right there, right there. Oh, I did not believe. Oh, that is nice detail. I like that. Oh. Sometimes the small little things you see in these games just make you really happy. It's like, oh, the level of detail is just too sweet right there. Okay. I want a lot of my Sims to be able to walk to school. So before I continue on, I'm going to lay out some paths. Again, one of the awesome advantages of anarchy. There we go. I'll clean that up and make it smooth in a bit. But it's like, with anarchy, we can just get all these pathways sticking around where the school is. Like right here. Boom, pathway to walk. Walk all around the school grounds. Yes, there's some trees still in the pathway. I'm not too worried about that though. Main thing is, any student can now walk to the tennis club. Anybody can walk to the track and field area. You can walk to that entrance of the school. Walk to that entrance of the school. Boom! Look at that. We've got students coming in. Can come in from all directions now. They can walk. Individual node selector. Just pull that down. Pull this up and pull it over. There we go. Close that off. Bring that down a little bit. One of the really nice things about having this, the individual picker also is, oh, there's a building blocking my node selection, is there? Not for long, there isn't. It just doesn't take me too long to get those nodes selected and brought in. Yeah, I'm bringing this in closer to the tennis court. I want the path right next to the tennis court for the most part. Excellent. If you've seen how I've done some of my other schools, you'll notice that eventually they'll get parks and hedgerows and stuff like that built into them, so they'll turn out looking a lot nicer in a little while. But right now I'm just laying out some of the rough workings. When you've got this going, you can grab your road tool, boom, boom, and tell people to stop walking across there. Get rid of some crosswalks, and yes, I have the mod in that eliminates the crosswalks when you do that. I will eventually get some more pathway in there, but right now, this path will just allow anybody from this section can come all the way across, from all over the place walking in. Also servicing this, there's a tram stop here and a tram stop here, kind of thought either side of the intersection. So students can take the tram and come over to and come right into the school, past the Japanese fire station. Huh. Whoa, that's a huge high school. Look at that, 2,000 student high school. Wow. Okay. Have to think of some good name for these. You know, obviously the Knights. The other school should be the Wolves. Pretty soon, I'm going to need a university. And as far as I can tell, that's a university area. Or down here. Maybe down here. We're getting a lot of international traffic up here, so maybe a university down there would be better. Not 100% certain yet. We'll deal with that in the future. I always talk about dealing with it in the future. And that's the way I play this game a lot. Is I just deal with stuff in the future. Oh, a problem arises or something pops up. Let's see it. Let's handle it in the future. I got a sudden urge to do some decorating. My personal favorite decorations is this hedgerow. Usually I close up a hedgerow like that by connecting it to itself, but I have this other walkway over here, the hedgerow, or hedge walkway, and I think, yeah, you know what? It looks good enough just bumped up against it. Again, this is going to be one of the single most important mods you can ever have. Is a Move It mod. It is so useful. The things you can do with it are just so useful, so amazing. It just lets you shape, resize, move things around. It's a touch lower of a hedge, and yes, it's cutting over the cement, but I honestly don't care. It's just to kind of like delineate this and make this area a separate area. Let's throw some ground clutter out. Clusters of plants. Tree's not too tall, so make a good... That one's bigger. Shade tree near the path. Not really doing any palms. It didn't really quite fit into the area I'm at right now. We'll put a few smaller wood sections back here, just to fill in a bit more of the greenery. There we go. Nice little wooded section outside those buildings. It covers this entire area. Looks like a nice, like large, like, you know, wilderness or park area kind of thing. I like it. It really fits the way I think my city would look, or is looking. It looks very pretty to me. It also fills in the blank spots. One of the things I hate is the idea of blank spots. Blank spots just don't seem right. Things need to be used. I'm tempted to run a path right here, even though there's this path right here, just because that looks a bit off. But I really should just put in some more buildings. Yes, I am a fan of roundabouts, if you've been noticing. I use them all over the place. I even use oval abouts. I'm just checking to make sure. I had some train problems the other day where my trains are backed up all the way off the map, and it's because they weren't despawning at the very end for some reason. But right now it looks good and clear. I'm also checking some other roundabouts. I did have an issue the other day where I had some very, very busy roundabouts, some very busy industrial areas, and I wasn't sure what was going on. Everything looks like it's flowing very smoothly right now. 77% traffic, I can't complain. In my opinion, as long as I'm above 70, I'm doing pretty good, because a lot of the times, anything less could just literally be how busy it is. Very busy places can have a lot of traffic. Okay. There's probably going to be a lot of open areas, some big buildings in there. But I am going to... With roads, I like to have my grid selection on. With paths, I tend to want my grid selection off. It's just the different attitudes I have towards it. What I might do is I might run a little path out over back here, like a zonable pedestrian walking area. Just something to stop, you know, put something buildings back here, but have no intersection and no cars. Sometimes I like to do that, no car zones. Well, we've taken up today's time by building a high school and landed a couple roads. It's amazing how fast the time flies when I'm doing this work. So, hope everybody enjoyed. We'll come back and we'll see some more section in a little while. And, you know what? I'm going to keep playing for a little while it's recording. I'm just going to probably fast forward it and let it go really quickly. So I'm going to just throw in some buildings in this area and make it all look good and clean. Well, that's a big one. I'm going to build a European section at some point in time. Really like some of them European style houses. I don't know, that seems a bit too sci-fi to me. Oh, these are interesting. Those are kind of cool. Kind of like a really sectional apartment complex. All the things I find in my stuff. Download this, and I've never used it before. Ha! I like that. That looks really cool. That's actually perfectly what I'd want right there. That is very sweet. Yes, yes. Nicely laid out. Okay. That's enough now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And join me for the next video on how to build your city in Cities Skylines. This is SleeplessRonin, and I'm out.